So Thursday night, and that's my run done. That's the first run for the week. Reason for that being, back at work this week, still had the boys. Kate came home Wednesday night, so there was no running until today. It's been a chockers week, but public holiday tomorrow, so I'll get out again tomorrow. Then I'll rest and relax. I'll go for a workout tomorrow. Then I'll have a rest on Saturday. Look, tonight I could have gone out longer. I wanted to go out longer, but then it was nearly 6:30 by the time I started. So just did 30 minutes, 5.5 Ks at 5:43s, nice and easy. We'll do a bit of work tomorrow, but that'll be earlier in the morning. Just gotta look after myself here and just go, okay, it's okay to miss a day or two. Better off missing a day or two than trying to catch up later on. Good morning. Friday morning. It's public holiday today, so I'm out a little bit later, but I've left my run too late. It's currently 8:30. It's gonna get hot. Full sun, but anyway, they're the breaks. Currently doing a 15-20 minute warm up. Heading out to the flat spot. Gonna do 3 minutes on, 1 minute walk. Nice progression in the workout today. Let's hope we can still recover from it. Let's do it. Got a car, tell me where you want to go. First rep done. That's good. Nice and controlled in the 4 to 4:10 range where I want to be. Now I've got a minute to walk. I'll do 3 out, turn around, do 2 back, and then jog home. Whew, it's hot though. Well, it's not that hot. It's just sunny. Anyway, let's get it done. Rep 2, done. 402s again, beautiful. Gonna have to do the next rep on the road, which is annoying, but I just don't want to cross the railroad tracks. Let's get it done. 3rd rep done, turn around now. Only 2 to go. These short workouts are wonderful. So that one was uphill and into the wind. Turns out there was a little tailwind. Didn't realise. So that one's hard. Completely unsettled. So this time, just gotta, I'm on the flat, steady wind, just roll into it and lock into a confident pace. We can do that. Last one. Excellent. Workout complete. Last rep. Got really controlled there. Feel like I nailed that pretty well. Then there was a road crossing and there was a car waiting for me, so I had to put the foot down. So that means it jumped a little bit towards the end in the last minute, but felt really good. Leg turnover, feeling good-ish again. So yeah, that's a positive run. So just 1 minute walk now, then I'll jog. Tell me where you want to go. And we're home and done. Can't tell you any stats because I measured the activity in 3 separate activities, like warm up, main set, and then cool down separately. All I can tell you is that my efficiency on the cool down was very, very low. So clearly I'm a little bit more cooked than I thought. I did notice that in the last K of the cool down. Just very, very tight and tired legs. Anyway, that's a run done. That's a workout done. It feels good. I got a really good recovery tip from my last video. So somebody watching shared it with me. Really keen to share it with you. Let's go.
It's the last dance of the evening. Let the moon just shine. Take my hand, we'll commit treason and let the men of Prince-Lu fight. And this war's so overrated.
Good morning. Sunday morning. And it's a dull old morning, but we're out for the long run. The aim was 17 Ks today, but I think I've added a little bit too much under the loop. So I reckon it could be about 18 or so. Anyway, very grey. I've got my head torch, so I was a bit sketchy for the first few Ks, but you get that. So anyway, just looping back up to the track now. I'll meet up with a few people and we'll get back.
We can chase the sun down south to Mexico. got them sounds. Tell me what you want to hear. Turn the speakers loud till we bleed from the ears.
Okay, so that's the long run done. On the way to go and grab coffee now. Things I need to remember for next week to put in the car. A shirt, so that I'm not sitting around in my wet soggy singlet of coffee. Other than that, pretty good. Not quite 18 Ks, what did we end up? 17.4. So actually quite a good loop in the end. And really, really happy with that. I'll obviously go home and recover and yeah, back ready to go next week. Finally get to test out my new planned structure next week. Hopefully, I can pull it off and yeah, I can string that together for about 9 weeks. And I should be able to get pretty fit off that. So it's been over 2 months since I recorded that last clip, and here's how my consistency's gone. Yeah, not great. I did really well for 2 weeks. Here's what the plan was supposed to look like. Monday, rest day. Tuesday, 30 minutes easy to and from work. Wednesday, another 30 minutes easy to and from work, with the eventual aim to build that run home from work up to something a little bit longer. Thursdays, I coach in the morning, drive my kid to kinder, so there was supposed to be a 30-minute run in there somewhere. Friday was workout day, Saturday was another rest day, and then Sunday was long. For 2 weeks, the structure appeared to be working, but it was hard. Like, taking Elliot to kinder 2 days a week was having a bigger impact than I'd realised. The Thursday run was really hard to get to, so it meant I was doing that like quite late at night often. I'd be putting the kids to bed, and then maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock I'd get out for a 30-minute run. That then meant that like I didn't want to get up at 4:30 the next morning to go and do a workout. It was working, but it wasn't working. Like, it was hard. Then I went to Brisbane for work. It was lovely running somewhere else. Obviously the kids didn't come with me, so running kid-free was like a dream. But then I got sick. That knocked me out for the rest of the week, no long run. That's why there was that big dip after the 2 successful weeks. The following week, I just wanted to, take it easy, get back into routine. All right, if I didn't do a workout, I just wanted to run on those days and just get myself back into that routine. But that Thursday run, trying to get that in, and that was just way too hard. So I was failing. It just wasn't working. And then, of course, whenever that sort of thing happens, motivation starts dwindling, you really, you get in your own head. And then I threw a tantrum the best way I know how, by running a 3K track race. Brilliant move for a bloke who's recovering from an Achilles injury. Like, I knew it was a dumb idea, but I'd missed pretty much yet another week of training, and I'd messed all that up. Anyway, I didn't control myself. Like, who am I kidding? There was a race, and of course I got caught up in it. I felt pretty good. Like, nothing really hurt. I felt like I'd gotten away with it, and I come through it unscathed. But then I woke up the next day, and my calf had doubled in size, and I was really sore. So, yeah, I didn't get away with anything. Anyway, there's a benefit to my stupidity. For 6 months, I've been recovering from an Achilles injury that, we all thought was a tendinopathy. Turns out it was wrong. My calf blowing up the way it did highlighted that there isn't actually anything wrong with my Achilles tendon. It's actually an issue with the sheath, which is a really thin muscle or sheet of fascia that wraps around the Achilles tendon. And that's been inflamed, and that's what the issue is. So that sort of means 2 things. One, there's a slightly different, not really majorly different, but a slightly different strength training routine that I need to follow. A little bit more plyo-y than what I had been doing. But also, there's a much lower chance of me rupturing my Achilles when it's a sheath injury. So anyway, with the combination of minor tweaks to strength training, pain relief using anti-inflammatories, I think I can put together a good few months of training. Now, what that means, I'm not running Gold Coast at all. I'm going to travel down there. I'm going to take the camera and see if I can get some cool shots and see what it's like. I'll go for a long run while I'm down there, but I think jogging a marathon would be stupid. What I'm going to do is try and run Sydney again and see if I can do better than last year. I've got 10 weeks to get myself to that point. I know that in that time I can get myself pretty fit. All I've got to do is have the discipline to get out and get the workouts done. But anyway, in other good news, like I have kicked some goals in some areas. Like I think I've figured out the nutrition thing. Like I've been gradually putting on weight for like the last 6 months, but I feel like I've turned a corner. I've figured out a way to feel full, to understand my nutrition needs and come back down the other side, and I'm starting to drop weight slowly and manageably. It's still not perfect. I'm only a couple of kilos down. Like I still want to be at least another 10 kilos down before I run a marathon, but that may not happen. But what I hope will happen is that I will lose enough to just start to feel better about myself again. Anyway, I've got some guidelines and some frameworks for myself to work through, and I know that I can achieve a little bit better. I've got 10 weeks to lock in and get on with the job of training. No excuses.